And it says we are live. Of course, it's Thursday night, baby. I'm here. You're beautiful. It's time for GotBot Goes live. I'm just going to get things set up here. I hope that you guys are having a tremendous, tremendous week. You know, I always wish the best for you guys. Bear with me as we get going here. I don't need that. I do need this. Hey, Jillian. Hey, Waluigi. Sovereign Knight. Happy to see you here. Mike, happy to see you. Boss Gunny. Razor Matrix. Jay, happy to see you. Things are going all right, man. It's been a busy week. Like a real busy week. I had a nuisance yesterday with some student loan stuff. But that's my problem, not yours, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. We, of course, have our trivia. Tonight, however, the trivia is not provided by Dragonfly like it normally is. No, tonight the trivia was actually provided by someone else. Sam Dermody, who I always pronounce as Dermody. We all know him. Sam's always in the chat. This question kind of came from him. Actually, the answer came from him. I had to devise the question. It's an interesting one, though, when we get to it. We got a bunch of news. We're going to get through that in a few minutes, and we're going to top things off with an interesting little, not so much unboxing as it is an unbagging, and something that I missed last week from Crimson Raptors when I opened up the cliff jumper he sent me that I will now do this weekend, or this show. I'll do it tonight, man. I'll do it tonight, all right? I'll do it tonight. Hey, Dragonfly, happy to see that you're here. In Walmart, 3 hours from home. Yeah, I know that you've been on the road, man. Big shout out to Input. My Quintesson Pit of Judgment is on the way, thanks to him. So, a huge shout out there. Hey, man, did you see? Hold on. Bear with me a little bit here, guys. We're almost ready to go here. Did you see what? PvPs? Netflix Nemesis. I don't know. No, Elixir. Stop asking me. Every week people ask me about that. I don't watch Criminals. No, I don't watch Criminals. I don't even want to know. I don't even want the name brought up here. I got an idea for a top 10 you could do. You could do top 10 darkest moments in Transformers. Actually, that's on. It's interesting you say that, Jillian. That's actually on. There's a list of topics. That's one of the ones that's there. I got my first Black Mamba. What? I got my first Black Mamba set of Dinobots and Slash. Fantastic. I told you, man. Fantastic set. I don't steer you guys wrong. I don't look to do that. Hey, Crimson. Happy to see you here, man. I'm glad Cliff Jumper is getting the love. Articulated little bug. He is articulated little bugger. Look, even when I reviewed him, I panned him for being too small for the size class, but his articulation got a 10. It's still a 10. I think you're going to find it interesting, Crimson, exactly what it is I got done with the guy. I know that I sent you a picture, but I got everything finished now, so we'll take a closer look. Of course, we do have a certain video coming up next week that will sort of outline the whole thing. Maximal 10, and thank you. Input, I see you're welcome there. Well, I got the Pit of Judgment set yesterday, and it's great. I have no doubt it's great. Look, I want a prosecutor. I want a bailiff. I mean, I'd like a couple of them, but I'll take the prosecutor. I'll take the bailiff. I have two Quintessons. The Quint that's in the pit is going to be my third. I'm thinking about getting the Cyberverse Quintesson and doing a bit of custom work on it to make it my Quintus Prime. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that a good idea? Because the face of death of that one kind of looks like Quintus's face. I'm also thinking about getting Visor 3. It was suggested by Alex, who comments on a lot of videos. Visor 3 doing from Animorphs, is that what it's called? And doing a custom of that as Onyx Prime. So I don't know. I'm toying with the ideas. We'll see if anything comes of it. But yeah, I mean, I really wanted the bailiff and I really wanted the prosecutor. Krenix is all right, but I really wanted the bailiff and prosecutor. This is how you get it. Funny enough, I'm kind of rare because it's more likely I'll have the bailiff before my Alicons. So my first introduction to the mold is more likely to be the bailiff than the Alicons because Wave 2 is not out around here yet. Got a pair of gigawatts on reserve through GameStop. Can't wait. Congratulations, Sovereign Knight. If you were informed, then I'm happy for you, man. Hey, Matt, I finally got all the Siege Seekers. You know what? It is a chore to get all the Siege Seekers, but man, are they beautiful. What a beautiful, gorgeous set when they're all done. And it's a fantastic mold. Hey, Triple R, happy to see you. Kato, happy to see you. Optimus Prime SP, happy to see you. I gotta go up here because it just went down. I was asking because I thought he was legit this time because if it didn't get pushed back, I'd have mine right. Maybe he is legit this time. Elixir, maybe he is legit, but the problem is he's done enough shady stuff that's not legit that I'm done giving passes anymore. I'm so done with like immorality. I'm so done with idiocy. I'm so done with, you know, laziness. Like I'm so done with that stuff. Just saying. Hey, look, there's Sam, who, as I said before, gave us our trivia tonight. I don't even know if he'll remember. Ninja Bill, happy to see you. Hey, Poggers. Let's see. We go down. Hey, Adamantium Matrix, happy to see you here. Hey, JKR. I'm going to just shorten it to that. I know there's more letters there, but I'm going to shorten it to JKR. Thanks, Poggers. I appreciate that. It could work with Cyberverse. Right, it could work with the Cyberverse Quintesson, I think. Bad buffering. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Triple R. I hope that doesn't last, guys. Hey, Analog Ninja. As always, our Super Chat super fan. I appreciate him so much. I saw that about Ben. I was so disappointed when I saw that. I've always liked Ben and respected him. I hope that that's not a thing that's going to keep happening, Jay. I saw it, and that makes me sad. Hey, David. Ba weep, grana weep, mini bong. Nice to give the Autobots, Decepticon, Seekers, and Wreckers their own badge colors. Red, purple, green, and blue. That's a good idea, Sam. That's a great idea. I'm going to forget it, but you should send me that idea because that's a great idea. Word of warning, TF Kingdom is a horrible place. TF Kingdom? Never even heard of it. Okay. Is a horrible place to buy from. It's been 2 weeks, and I still don't have my Autobot logo stickers yet. Not even fulfilled. They don't even respond to emails either. Wow, that's not good. Yeah, I've never heard of the place either. So we're going to talk about the Kingdom boxes. We can talk about the Kingdom boxes. I'm not a fan. I get it. They're cutting down on the plastic. I understand that. But you see so little. Like, there's just a little window. I want to see what I'm buying. I think what's going to happen, like, at least you can see, like, the chest and head. But I think, sadly, what you're going to see happening is you're going to see, not that it doesn't happen already, but I think you're going to see a lot more boxes get torn open, man. Get torn open a lot because people want to see what they're buying. It's as simple as that. I don't think that this is going to work out as well as what they think. I think that they're giving humanity far too much credit to not tear open the product. And I think that you're going to see a lot of it done on the shelves, which is a shame because I think that the Kingdom boxes and I think the art on it is gorgeous. Really beautiful work done. Really, really beautiful work. But I think people are going to tear it open a lot more. I hope I'm wrong, but it's what I see happening. Okay, now before I go on here and before we get into the news, because that's what we're going to do first, I'm going to do the introduction. I, of course, am your host, your most humble host, Dennis Moulton, a.k.a. GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe. And while you're at it, baby, hit that notification bell. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, Transformers, Collectors, NL, The Autobot Family, Transformers versus G.I. Joe versus DC Universe versus Marvel, and all my social media links in the description, baby. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. Okay, so the news. I'm just going to check in with you guys because I know you've been talking here, but we're going to run through the news first. I kind of like not to be all night on here. I know I say that every week, and I end up being all night on here because I love you guys. But we're gonna try and be a bit quicker. We'll see how it goes. What did you think of my custom Menasor mod? I don't remember seeing it, Elixir. Did you send it to me? I remember you talking to me about it. Honestly, I don't even remember it. You'd have to send it to me again. You would have to send it to me again. I have zero recollection of it. That's how busy this week has been. I know we talked about it on here. I know we talked about it privately after. You're going to have to send me a message again and refresh me because I don't at all remember it. And that's on me, and I apologize to you because I know that you were really sincere in showing me that because I asked for it. So you have my absolute undying apologies. Send me a message again. Absolutely do that. I'm glad I'm coming in smooth, Crimson Round. Dude, there ain't nothing that has style or class or smooth about me. I'm gangly and awkward, buddy. Absolutely. Hey, Geek Man, can't stay doing Spanish. Bueno. Just stopped to say hello. I appreciate you coming in saying hello. Let's see. I still don't have the RC that I pre-ordered. Look, my Conehead 2-pack is supposed to arrive tomorrow. Hasn't shipped. I'm sure it's not going to, and I'm not going to get it on time. I'm supposed to get the Shattered Glass. No, not the Shattered Glass. Maybe the Shattered Glass 2-pack. I don't remember now. I'm supposed to get another one. Yeah, the Shattered Glass 2-pack. No, it's not the Shattered Glass 2-pack. It's the Ratchet and Paradron Medic. I'm supposed to get that next week. Not shipped. I don't expect to get any of that anytime before November, December. Just picked Wild Wheel. I love Wild Wheel, man. Saw an official Sound Blaster with the mercenary symbol on it. Let's talk about that right now. So Takara is releasing the Sound Blaster mold, which we got here in North America with a Decepticon logo and battle damage on the chest. But the Takara version is slightly different. It's going to have the mercenary logo and no battle damage. Now, for me, I got rid of the mercenary logo, or sorry, the Decepticon logo and the battle damage. I took it off. So I think Takara is doing the right thing. For me, I'm using it as my version of Logos Prime. And right now, that's serving as a stand-in for the Liege Maximo until I kind of determine someone I might be able to use for the Liege Maximo. Some interesting ideas were bandied about there. But it's a great mold. It's a wonderful mold. If you didn't get it, try and get the Takara one, I guess. I'm sure it's going to be double the price, but it's a really fun mold, I think, anyway. More theft too. Yeah, absolutely. Always order from their eBay store. Better protection. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Crimson Raptors. At least you got that eBay protection. I got the red figures heavier than I expected. We're going to talk about that too. Yeah, it's a bicycle bell input. Man, you didn't know that? I thought everybody knew that. The bell, well, this is the bell input. Yeah, on the live show. That's what I do. It's like $2. It was like Dollarama for $2. As odd as what? It's odd as I got some G1 Jetfire stickers from TF Kingdom earlier this year. I've never heard of TF Kingdom. I send send me the link again. Don't even send me the link again, Elixir. Just send me a message so that when I look at it, I can be like, oh yeah, okay, there we go. Like just send it so that message kind of comes up to me again. I feel like I did look at it, and I don't remember what it was you had done now, but I did look at it, and I was gonna mention it, and it's just eluding me right now, and I apologize. But send me a message again, just so I can go right there to the link again. As we go down here, hey No Chong, I hope that we get the Wave something deluxe soon, because I already have stuff from Wave 3. I don't know. I don't have Wave 2 deluxes here. See, eBay store went vacation mode for TF Kingdom. Okay. Mine was supposed to come yesterday. See, the Coneheads didn't happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen. The Ratchet set got pushed back again. Of course it got pushed back. I didn't expect I was going to get that in October. They're trying to produce too much too quick. I mean, it's as simple as that, man. Hey, John. Happy to see you as we go down. Sound Blaster better have a Cybertronian buzzsaw, but I don't think he's going to have a saw. He should, but he's not going to. That's why I've done a custom. Actually, I've done a custom buzzsaw and I've done a custom hell buzzsaw. I've decided to put the 86 Scourge on my list of figures to get because why not? It looks good. It does. It looks tremendous. I am thinking, here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I have one Titan's Return. That's been my Scourge. And I have two of the original deluxes. Actually, I had three of the original deluxes, but one of the scraplets inherited my Takara deluxe. I'm going to give him the other two Scourges. And I think what I'm going to do is get a trio of the 86 one. And the Titan's Return Scourge, I'm thinking I might customize into DevCon. We'll see how it goes, but that's what I'm considering. Not too much yet, Ben. We're just going through the news, buddy. The one that got pushed back, Adamantium Matrix, I think, is the Ratchet and Paradron Medic. Nerf is better than Transform. What? Nerf is better than... Well, dude, if you think Nerf is better than Transformers, then you go for it. Ruinish just got the Walmart Decepticon Mirage and really like the colors. Fair enough. I still to this day, not one thing for the Netflix stuff has come here. Nothing. Zero. I didn't need to order the Autobot twins on Amazon because I had them from Titan's Return. But you know what, John? If you don't already have them, get them. They're fantastic. How? However was you sent me the link. Whatever you did to send me the link, Elixir, just send a message the same way. Like, just on one of my social media. Whatever. Just make sure it gets to me. And don't put it in like the comment of a video. I'm not going to see it. Like, use something that's in the description. Hit a link. Send it to me on Instagram or Twitter or something like that. I don't know. Send me on something. I got Thunder Howl and McAdam was real depressing. Look, I didn't get any of them. I would like to have McAdam. I know he's not perfect, but I need an Optimus Prime. Any of you that watched my Salvia Promenon review, I showed the 9 currently that I have. They are not perfect. They are quite the mishmash. I'd love a McAdam. I do not hear each of the Cyberverse Deluxes is $30 plus tax. That means to get a wave of 4, you're looking at $120 plus tax. To get all 8, that's $240 plus tax, when really all I want is a McAdam. I'm not saying the other ones aren't good. I'm sure they are. I just have zero need of them. Zero. So I'd like to be able to just buy a McAdam, to be honest with you. Like, if it came down to it, that's what I would do. TF Kingdom was the competition to repro labels. Oh, okay. What's my Instagram ID, by the way? I don't know. Dennis Moulton author, I think. It's in the descriptions of like literally every video. There's a link to my Instagram. Literally every video. I think I'm like 2 away from 1,000 Instagram followers, something like that. Runabout 2. I don't know what that is. That is a phone call. Pardon me, guys. Hello. I wish I could tell you I was, but I'm already booked. Sorry so much. Bye-bye. That's my day job, folks. That's my day job right there, but I'm already working tomorrow elsewhere. Good to know. Hit me up in the chat later. I got Wheeljack. It was an experience. It was a sad experience. Good to know, Dennis. Hit me up in the chat later. Okay. Thunder Howl is cool. Yeah, Thunder Howl looks cool, no doubt. I got the Ultra, but Thunder Howl does look cool. I got the Siege Leader Shockwave. Yeah, here's some big news. Siege stuff here in Canada is on sale at Toys R Us. They're clearing it out. Voyagers are $19.99 and Leaders are $27. Good price here for them. It's about as cheap as they're gonna probably go. We did have Shockwave for $9 at Walmart. I haven't seen him in a while. I've been keeping my eyes peeled for Crimson, actually, but I haven't seen him, man. I have not seen him. It is a selling feature for Hasbro. What Hasbro did was smart. In order to get Macadam, you need, oh yeah, like, look, I get the point of the BAFs. I do. I get the point, but there's no way that I have the disposable income to be able to spend $240 to get a Macadam. I don't have it. And I don't know. Here's the thing. You might say, well, then sell the characters, but I don't know anyone who's selling it. And if I did have to sell it, outside the province, then that's also going to be a shipping cost. I don't think people are going to want to pay that. It didn't make sense. It would make more sense to try and find a Macadam kind of after the fact. But I totally agree with you, Ben, 100%. Not too much yet. Grimlock gone? Not too much. We've just been going through the news, man. Yeah, I know what you meant, Ninja Bill. I got you, buddy. GotBot trying to make money, man. Somebody got to. Sent you the photo. Okay. I'm going to check that right now, Elixir. I don't. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm going to see it here so I can actually comment on it because I know Elixir done it and I want to be able to comment on it. Yeah. Right. Okay, so it looks like a slight alternate transformation on the legs, which I kind of like. You definitely have alternate bots put on them, which is cool. And the head is definitely a different. Is it a different sculpt, Elixir? Is the head a different sculpt? And how stable are your arms? That's what I'm curious about. It looks good, though. Thanks, Sovereign. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. Rewatch from the beginning later. Truth be told, Dennis GotBot had the BAF bin of Alpha Trion. I would have bought them all. Macadam, not so much. I can see that, Crimson. Now, I'm happy with the Titans Return Alpha Trion, but I know a lot of people aren't. So I can totally understand where you're coming from there. Okay, I'm going to run through the news real quick now so that we can get to like the unboxing and stuff that's here, right? So just the extra things like Unite Warriors Devastator has over Combined Wars 1, Takara's release of Siege. Sound Blaster has some corrected aspects over the Hasbro. Yeah, absolutely, John. That's exactly what I would say. Speaking of which, let's do this now and get it out of the way. People have been asking me, hey, what do you think of the Abominus? Love what they're doing with Abominus. Loved it 2 years ago when I did it first. I know the chest is what it is. I like the new chest on the new one. But the head, I done that as soon as I got this guy. The white or the grayish biceps on Ripper Snapper, done it as soon as I got him. My Hunger's head has a red visor and a gray face. I did the kind of gray hair. I just done the panels. I didn't do the full thing. I made the tail on this guy purple. I made his chest peg the like yellowy orange color. I colored in the face of this guy. Like, I love it because I did it 2 years ago. I feel like Takara, like they're following my color schemes, saying, "Yeah, look at that guy. He did it. We should do that." And then that's what they're doing. They've done it with the Dinobots. They've done it with this guy. I don't know. I suspect that their next one is going to be Orthea, and I suspect that it's going to look like the paint job I did again. I love it. I love what they're doing. I'm not paying the price for it because I already got it done because it's going to be about double the price, but I love it. I think it looks gorgeous. I really do think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, Jay just said Macadam feels cheap. I have no doubt, man, that Macadam feels cheap. I have no doubt. I don't care because I want Optimus Prime. I don't even care that he doesn't transform. I mean, I don't have the money or the interest to pay an arm and a leg, but like I'm willing to buy him because at least he's Alchemist. And honestly, the original 13, not all of them could transform anyway. So like I'm kind of okay with it. It'd be cool if he could transform him. Maybe one day I'll get to replace him with one that does. But that day may never come because they're not real happy with doing, the primes apparently for whatever weird reason. Thank you, Input. I will talk to you a little bit later. I'd be all in for a bonus if he had the Call of the Primitives design. Now, if he had that, that would be cool because that was slightly different, and I agree with you, Crimson. I've always wanted the POTP Abominus, so I'm definitely getting it. And look, here's the other thing. While I'm saying, like, I think it's going to be expensive or whatever, here's the thing. I know that there are a lot of people who missed out on some of the members of Abominus because some of them were not easy to find, man. This is a chance to get the whole thing at once. That's another selling point with it, no doubt about it. And I think it's fantastic. I love that combiner. I think it's one of the best that they did, to be honest with you. It's just different painted. Oh, okay, just different painted horns. All right, because I don't have the real ones. That's fair, man. Tad of super glue. Yeah, I could see that, but I guess if you use the tad of super glue, I guess like he's going to stay now in the combined mode, right, Elixir? I might only get hunger. Have the perfect effect upgrade kit for the better hands and feet. Fair enough. Fair enough, Adamantium Matrix. Thanks, man. I don't know if I'm legend, but I try to be. You may be using your universal collision type story. See? That's just it. I feel like they're using universal collision. They're using my paint schemes. Like, I'm just saying, man. I wouldn't believe for a second that they watch my stuff. I don't think they know I exist. And if they do, they probably don't like me because I complain about them a lot. They are milking the combiner molds. You're absolutely right. I'm in on the Legends of Abominus. I think a lot of people will be input, and I can't blame you for it, man. I really can't blame you for it. Hasbro is watching all of us. You think so? You think Hasbro's watching all of us input? I don't know. I'm going to run down through the news notes real quick now because we've been on here, 26 minutes as it is, and most of it's been me chatting with you guys. I still need Abominus, but I like the new Satan one. Fair enough. They're going to borrow your Blaster Siege. You know what? A lot of people have said that just take what GotBot did and make Blaster of that. Look, man, I just done a custom. It was just a job. The guy's still happy with it. Shows it off all the time. It was just a job, man. It was just a job. I wish I had Menosaur's arms, and I have 2 Motor Masters. Oh, okay, 2 Motor Masters. That makes sense. I get that. Hasbro is too busy to watch Transformers content. I tend to agree with Jillian. Hasbro is not watching you. What is not watching you? Know who? And you know who. They're not watching you know who and you know who. Yeah, you're right, Jay. You're absolutely right. Okay, so Moon Studio showed off their Radiation, which is their version of G1 Raiden. We have no idea exactly what this is yet. I suspect it is MP. One of the members looks very similar to Zeta's Moonwalker. I don't know if there's a relation between the companies or not. And Moonwalker is Getsui. It's that train bot. I think it's MP scaled. This is something that's going to raise the ire, I think, of Takara, who is doing their own version of Raiden. If this is not MP scaled, then they might have a chance because it's not in the same collector market. If this was, say, Chug scaled, different type of collector, would not step on the toes of the MP. We will see. What else do we have here? We saw some more pictures of Maverick. I can't get on board with it, man. I mean, if you're in for it, cool. I would say probably the best thing to do is, I don't know, leave it in plain mode maybe. I think the robot looks like hot garbage myself. I'm not a fan of it. We saw side by side of the sound waves. Look, whether you go with the Siege or whether you go with the Earthrise, go with one of them. It's a fantastic mold. I do think that the Siege allows the legs to kick back, that the Earthrise probably won't allow that because of the back flap. It's arguable which color scheme you prefer better, but they're both winners. It's an excellent mold. I don't know if you really need 2. I guess you could if you want, but at least get one of them. It's totally worth it. Gigawatt went live. Some people excited about it. I passed. It's not for me, but if I see it in store at some point, maybe. Who knows? But I'm not specifically looking for it. I do think the DeLorean mode looks beautiful. I'm not so struck on the robot. What else do we have here? We saw some more images of Nemesis Prime. I'm very happy that Giza is still a bird and that Fangtron is a separate other entity. I love that. I think that's fantastic. Seeing the Takara and the North American side by side. I like North American. It looks grittier. And I like the silver around the windows. I do wish his biceps were that same sort of like almost gunmetal-y gray rather than black. I might paint them myself, but otherwise, I think I like the North American version better. Plus, it has less teal. I'm not a teal guy, man. Never was. 86 Scourge, we already talked about, looks fantastic. We saw Shockwave Labs 85 for Studio Series Soundwave, and it gives him basically these tentacle things. It's magnetic, which I think is really interesting. Looks super cool. I don't think that they're really intended to stay on in his satellite alt mode, but I guess you could. They look cool, but I mean, they're not like retractable or anything, I don't think. But if you want satellite Soundwave and you want him to have those tentacle things, go for it, man. What else do we have here? Lemon Tree showed off their movie Bumblebee Ironhide, which suspiciously looks an awful lot like the Fall of Cybertron video game Ironhide. They also showed off their Shockwave again. He looks splendid. We've talked about that before. Not the Shockwave that turns into the Nemesis. Their movie Shockwave. Looks beautiful again. It really does. The head might be a little off, but neck down is ideal to what we saw on screen. And once it's painted, I'm sure the head will look right then. So Lemon Tree doing some exciting stuff. Moon Studio doing some exciting stuff. Nemesis Prime looking good. Maverick still looks awful. And the Scourge looks great, man. What else do we have here? We saw from Azure Studios. We've talked about their statues before. We saw Bludgeon colored. Yes, now that makes sense. Fully colored, he looks beautiful. We saw the Starscream fully colored. He looks beautiful. We saw the Optimus Prime fully colored. He looks beautiful. These are statues. So they are what they are. I mean, you'd have to be in the statue market for that. We also saw Studio Series Devastator, the box set. We've seen in-hand images of that. Looks splendid. Look, whether you have the individual releases or the box set, it's a great-looking movie, Devastator, if you want it. With a little bit of alternate transforming, you can get him on all fours if that's what you want to do. So, I don't know. He looks beautiful. We also saw from Azure Studio, we saw a grayscale of their Windblade, I believe. Again, beautiful sculpting. I'm sure when it's painted, it'll look splendid. And Six Shot, who has like mini versions of all of his modes, which I think was really clever. I thought that was a great way to do Six Shot. From Dr. Wu, who usually does like upgrade kits and whatnot, interestingly, we have 2 Legends offerings coming, Galvatron and Soundwave. They look great for a Legends Galvatron Soundwave, if that's what you're in for. They were shown with Titan Scorponok. I think the idea is that, hey, these ones might scale okay with your Titans. That's the market I think they're going for, and I think that's why they very cleverly showed it with Scorponok. I'm going to check in with you guys here before I do the kind of last half here of the news as we go down here. I got to go back up here a minute. The Blaster custom is darn good. I appreciate that, man. I really do, Jay. McAdam looks like Thu Adams. Yes, he does. I absolutely agree. He does. I think Hasbro is watching the YouTubers. Interesting, Ruinous. Maybe he is. I don't know. Hey, Chicken Fried Steak. My favorite name. I think Maverick is ugly. I do, too. I mean, if you don't, you're in for him. Cool. I don't know Top Gun, so I'm not like connected to the plane or anything either. But I do think the plane is the stronger mode. Yeah, love the jet mode. I can understand the jet mode. The Raiden is going to be crazy expensive. Absolutely. It's going to be nuts expensive. By the way, I'll do it now because we just talked about Raiden, and that's an MP. We saw color images of the Starscream 2.0. It's interesting. It looks good, but the chest looks a little more rounded than I expected. And I saw the alternate faces, and I think the face of the Earthrise looks more like Starscream to me than of this MP, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just me. I do think the plane mode looks gorgeous. Apparently, it's going to be around $265 US. So he's an expensive bugger. Not Optimus Prime MP44 expensive, but he is an expensive bugger. And let's be realistic. If you're going to go in for him, when they do all of the repaints, you're probably going to go in for them. And each of them are probably going to be around $265 US or so. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. But that's kind of what I'm seeing so far. I passed on Gigawatt. Too much, not enough interest. I absolutely agree, Analog Ninja. I know that there's a lot of interest from some people for him, and that's cool. It's just, it's not for me. I passed on Gigawatt, too. I'm not interested in it. I feel like Gigawatt is one of those, like, if I see it in the store, if I see it, because here it's going to either be EB Games or it's going to be Toys R Us. If I see it in the store on the shelf, I might cave, but I don't think I'm going to be a pre-order dude for it. Love the teal one, but no trailer, so going to get the other. Fair enough. Fair enough. And you know what? Some people like the teal too. I asked Starscream wife which she prefers, and I expected her to like the Japanese one better, but she didn't. She liked the North American one better. So I kind of trust her judgment with that. So I think I made the right call. But CW Bruticus, I think I may have been scammed. Oh, no, Elixir. I hope you weren't scammed, man. That would be awful. I would get Maverick for my crossover shelf. See, I don't have a crossover shelf. If you like crossovers, then go for it, right? With Ghostbusters and Back to the Future, but only if Maverick was on sale. I get that. I absolutely get that. You know, I mean, it's going to be a line. A lot of people will have a crossover shelf. I totally get that. The head looks too big. I see that. I can agree with that. Hey, Tommy, happy to see you. Maverick looks like a dollar store transformer. I agree with Maximal 10. Someone say General Kenobi. Okay. I don't know why I said that, but I said it, General Kenobi. Maverick looks like a dollar store transformer. A few people have said that now, man. As we go down here, Earthrise Megatron looks, it could be modded into blood. It could be modded into Bludgeon. I agree with you, Grimlock on. I saw the Megatron. I haven't picked it up. I got the Siege one, and I think I'm cool with that. I don't know if there was enough different there to get my attention. I don't. If it's on sale, maybe, but I don't think I'm in for him. I don't like the head. I would have to change the heads over. I'd like to see the Starscream review to see how much better it is from the original. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that transformation stuff is like. I'll say this though. Early on, I said that I felt like the lower legs were too big. With all the colors on now, no, I think the proportions are right. And I kind of like how they handled the hip skirt. Like, it does move to get out of the way, but it doesn't leave like this unsightly open gap. So I like that. John says, as for Aboutness, it's only missing. I'm only missing Hunger, and I think that the AI mech oversized KO is finally out. So I'll just get that. Fair enough. Fish Strength and Fitness. Let's see. I think it is worth it with all you get. I think because the Nemesis Prime repaint of MP44 was the same price. Yeah, maybe. I to each their own, right? I love the F-14 Tomcat. See, I don't even know. Is that what it is? Is that what he is? Like, I don't even know it, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to get it, I think the draw for Maverick is the plane mode rather than the robot mode. Gigawatt is going to be everywhere. Yeah, I think he's going to be around pretty readily, too, eventually. I remember the game Angry Birds Transformers. I heard of it, never played it. Playing Star Wars 2. Oh, okay. Maverick's arms look like they're coming out of his midsection. Yes, Snoke. I was thinking the same thing. Input really likes Maverick, but we don't mind Input. We love Input, but Input has some, man, he makes some weird choices sometimes. Like when he votes, he likes some weird things. Like he likes Hot Rod. He likes who likes Hot Rod? Just saying. I don't know. Okay. So going on down through here, the Thunder Howls out in the US. Some of you got them. I got the Ultra one. I heard that the Deluxe is actually more limited in articulation, so I wanted more articulation. Flames Toys showed their Bug Bite, which is absolutely a repaint, even with the backpack of their Bumblebee. If you like their Bumblebee, I think it was a Fry kit. If you like their Bumblebee, the Bug Bite looks really, really, really good. Selects Earthrise Barricade. Look, I didn't like. I made no bones about it. I did not like the Siege Datsun mold, but I thought that Barricade wore it the best, but it still wasn't for me. This mold, though I do not have any version of it yet because none of it's out here. I thought I'd have Prowl first. That ain't happening. But I'm in for whenever orders go for Barricade, I'm in for it. I love the look of this mold. I am totally in for it. An Earth mode? Yes, please. What else do we have here? New York Toy Fair in 2021. They actually have a location for it. I think high hopes that it's going to happen. Fingers crossed. May 1st to the 4th. I feel like that's much later for Toy Fair. I think they're trying to give time for hopefully medicines and stuff to get up for the world to get back to normal. So I think they're pushing it off to later because I think Toy Fair is usually February. So May is interesting, no doubt about it. The Aboutness we've talked about. We saw some images of Corden and Spin Out. They look great. I mean, they're just the Sunstreaker. Again, I didn't pre-order them. If I see them, maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to know how much I like Sunstreaker before I get two more versions of the mold, personally. What else do we have here? We also found out that we are getting another live action movie in 2022. Good, I guess, maybe. I don't know. We need to know more about it. I don't think a lot of details we're giving yet. And we're getting 2 Cyberverse movies. One of them apparently will have the Dinobots, not Grimlock, but the other Dinobots. And we're going to have more going on with Megatron X, who I think a lot of people have latched onto as a really vicious villain and a really vicious version of Megatron. So I think that's kind of cool. We didn't get much of him in Cyberverse. So 2 movies, I'm kind of cool with it, I think. The Starscream images we talked about, and Sound Blaster we talked about. I'm going to check in with you guys, then we're going to do the trivia, and then we're going to do the unboxing. As we go up here a bit. Let's see here. Let's see. See, Input. Go back. And Input has kicker for life. Kick him. That's what I want to do. Kickers, kick him. Speaking of hunger, I'm hungry. Fair enough, man. Nobody likes Hot Rod. Hot Rod is a loser. Hot Rod killed Optimus. And then what does Input say? Prime killed Prime. No, he didn't. Hot Rod done it. I love Hot Rod and loathe Optimus Prime. Fair enough, Crimson. Mike says, I like Hot Rod, actually, but I love the 86 movie and the Storage. Fair enough. I don't like Hot Rod in season 3. He's okay enough in the movie. I don't like the guy. He gets on my nerves. I want that Barricade. Me too, Jay. Totally there with you, buddy. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Well, there was a cost. Yes, there was a cost. That's true. Smokescreen is a great figure. See, I don't have them. The Wave 2s, like I said, aren't out here yet. I'm crossing my fingers for them soon. I know everybody else has them. It's ironic that we don't have the Micromasters here yet, though they are in Canada, and we don't have the Wave 2s here yet, or any of the Netflix. Yet I got Snapdragon, and within days later, I got the Quintesson Judge. So there's Wave 2 and 3 of the Voyager. So go figure. It's all over the map, man. Maverick isn't worth $50. I agree. I barely have any Siege figures. Yeah, a lot of people now are kind of replacing Siege with Earthrise. Hot Rod, the new Ringo. I get that. Anybody who's young might not get it, but I totally get it. I won't take Maverick for free. No, I don't want Maverick. I don't think he's for me. And here's the thing: because he's not for me, I don't want to take it from someone who does want it. I'm taking a page out of Kato's book there. I'm hoping what Transformers movie could it be. I'm hoping that apparently it's not the follow-up to the Last Night. I'm hoping something Beast Wars, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as more comes out. You could use the tank SS Megatron as Megatronus because he definitely resembles some fan art. Yeah, you could. You absolutely could. I feel like that's a really versatile mold. Like I use that mold for Violin Jiger. Now I have the Fallen, I have Megatronus, but you definitely could use that mold for Megatronus Elixir. I agree with you 100%. My trivia question: who has the biggest ego? That one, Huffer. Huffer has the biggest ego. I don't know, man. I would really enjoy Cyberverse movie. Yeah, I like Cyberverse. I had nothing against it. I don't like Kicker. I just say it to mess with you. Or do I? I think you actually do like him. That's it. I really like the Cyberverse line. Cyberverse picked it up. They started out weak and they picked up strong. I don't have Smokescreen either. Nothing here. I gotten more at EB Games. So have I. I've gotten more at EB Games than anywhere else in the last little while, to be honest with you. I have most of the Netflix guys down there. Everywhere else has most of the Netflix guys except here, my neck of the woods. The Cyberverse Deluxes are cool. They are cool. I just, like I said, I don't have space for them, man. That's all. Hey, Brian. Cyberverse grew on me too. I agree with you, Runus. Absolutely. Also, while it's only a tiny turbo changer, there's now a Cyberverse incarnation of Ironhide. Interesting. I'm definitely getting the Earthrise Barricade because it looks fantastic and because I'm a big Barricade fan. That's as good a reason as any. He lies. Input loves it. He does love it. I agree. Skylinks has a huge ego. Skylinks does have a huge ego. That is true. Okay. Maybe that'll be one. Who has the biggest egos? I don't know if we've done that one yet. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look at the list. The trivia. We ready? This one provided to us by Sam this time. You guys ready for the trivia? I have the Earthrise RC. Are you going to get it? I don't know if I'm getting the Earthrise RC. I have the Paradron Medic coming, so I'm going to have the mold anyway. I don't like the huge backpack. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Razor. I might. I don't know. I think the best humans were on Prime. The best humans were on Prime. I agree. We've done top 10 most arrogant Transformers yet. Yes. Yeah, we did do. Yeah, we done the most arrogant. That's true, which would be kind of in the realm of ego, right? We have the Wave 3, Micromasters, Fusors, and Roller Force. Yeah, they're Wave 3. I think you're right, Analog Ninja. We don't have them here yet. I'd love to get them. I want both of them, so fingers crossed they arrive soon, but we'll see. It's better to have a big backpack on RC versus a big front pack. Fair enough, Maximal 10. I should have, and Ninja Bill should have his RC by now. Okay, here's the trivia. We ready? What does Red Alert, G1 Red Alert, have in common with the DC villain Darkseid? A, were they voiced by the same character? B, were they both based on Richard Nixon? C, were they created on the same date, March 8th, but in different years? Or D, were they both created by Jack Kirby? So, what does Red Alert and Darkseid have in common? A, did they have the same voice actor? B, were they both inspired by Richard Nixon? C, were they created on the same date, March 8th, but in different years? Or D, were they both created by Jack Kirby? Let's see what you guys come up with. Congratulations, John. I wish it was me, man. I'm not going to even lie. Skylink's ego is honest. I agree. We have B, 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 A, E. Leave the input with E. We know that Kato guessed C because he always guesses C. Elixir says A. Maximal 10 says B. Analog Ninja says C. If you can get RC at retail or close to it, jump on it. I'm seeing her selling out here. Interesting. D, I think. B, C. Oh, man, the answers are all over the map this week. Whoa, crazy. I don't like the Cyberverse Grimlock. Yeah, neither do I. I like the dumb version too. The answer is B. They were both based on Richard Nixon. Apparently, Darkseid was based on his malice, like his just not caring, and Red Alert's persona was based on his paranoia. So they say. I thought that was really interesting. Yeah. I'd rather Thrilling 30s RC. I had the Thrilling 30s RC. So, okay, so let's top things off. Get out of here. Head into the weekend, because actually this weekend I have a big weekend. Here in Canada, it's going to be our Thanksgiving weekend. So happy Thanksgiving to anybody who is in Canada here. I hope that you have a lot to be thankful for with your families. If you're watching from another country, if you're, for example, some of our friends in the U.S., then you know what? I'm going to say happy Thanksgiving now, but I'm going to do it again when we have your Thanksgiving in November. But Starscream wife and I are actually not going to be having the traditional turkey dinner with our family. We actually have to drive quite far, 8 hours away, to pick something up, and then we're coming back. I'm also very happy that in doing that, I was able to contact a guy that I know who lives 8 hours away, and has been trying in earnest so desperately to get the Earthrise Seeker 2-pack. And I said to him, look, man, Toys R Us is 10 minutes away from me. I know that they have 5 there. At the time, they had 5 there. I can pick it up for you. We're coming out your way. I can bring it to you. And he was over the moon. I've said it before. People have helped me. Sometimes you can't pay it back, but you know what you can do? If you can't pay it back, you can at least pay it forward. We're a community. And you know what? I'm lucky enough for people to try and help me. The least I can do is try and help other people when I get the opportunity. Thank you, Analog Ninja, as always, my friend. We have the unboxing left to do. A couple of things there will be interesting. I have the Maximal 10 does have the Legend Series RC, which we might be looking at. I have a plan there. Thank you, Dinosaur Planet. Man, I haven't seen you here in a while. I'm glad that you're back, buddy. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it. I guess right all the time. Everybody's so surprised. That was a good question, Sam. You done a good job, man. Hey, Brian. And thank you, sir. Always thankful every day. John got it right. Look, you know what? I'm lucky to have my health. I'm lucky to have my family, my collection. I'm lucky to have you guys and do what I do here. I'm lucky to have the job that I have. I'm lucky to have my home. I'm very thankful every day for an awful lot of things. I hope you guys are too. I'm thankful for Thursday nights, man. I'm thankful for Thursday nights. My wife and I are having Swiss Chalet. Yeah, why not, man? I can grow some wicked sideburns, but I can't grow a beard. You know what? That's something to not be thankful for then. Be safe. We certainly will be safe. Plan? Dude, you try to sneak in and I will. No, man. It's not that kind of a plan, Maximal 10. Although you never know. I might try and sneak in and grab her. That Legends RC is beautiful. I mean, it's 100% accurate. Let's be realistic here. Question: anybody know if you could take the head off of the like Generations RC and put it on the new Earthrise RC? Because I like the pinkish face. Could you change the heads out? Anybody who has her, let me know. Anybody who has her. Thank you, Crimson. I appreciate it, buddy. About Double Dealer, as per your review and recommendation. Awesome. Thanks, Dennis. Brian, I try to help, buddy. I know that there's been some variations with the tolerances in Double Dealer, so if yours was good, I'm happy for you. Where do we get the cone heads? Supposedly Amazon, but Steven, I don't know, man. Right now on .ca, it's saying that they're out of stock. Try.com, maybe. I don't know. I think that we're going to see more of them, though. I think that it's just a lull in production, to be honest with you. People have already been doing that. Okay, so Crimson, you can do it, is what you're telling me, right? Right? Say yes or no, Crimson. Say yes or no to me, buddy. That might make all the difference to me. Honestly, if you could change the RC heads out, that might be what makes the difference to me. The neck joint is different, though. Oh, no, that's what I was afraid of. Yes, same peg as Siege Chromia. Okay. That's okay, Sovereign. We're just doing the unboxing, buddy. Okay, so first things first. Last week, Crimson Raptors had, for us, a Earthrise Cliff Jumper. But also in the box were these. Some Dark Energon cubes. This one is like one of those compacted ones. And then this one is just a solid one. And then this one is one of the like half empty ones. Like I can actually put my finger down in the top, right? It's like half empty. There were 6 of them in there. They will come very much in handy in Universal Collision, actually. As well, the Cliff Jumper. So, while the articulation is fabulous, and while I said the transformation for me is a little the big thing for me was the paint. I wanted it accurate. Now, as many of you know, Event Progenitor was kind enough to send me some Toy Hacks labels, and I added them. But that's not where I ended with it. So this is my version of Earthrise Cliff Jumper now. His arms are gray and black as they should be. His legs are gray with some Toy Hack stickers. Now, you probably don't see this too well now because like it's a webcam, right? But we do have an evolution of how I did this, what I did with this coming up this week on the channel. So you'll get a much closer look then as well. Now, because I have Cliff Jumper, I happened to be out and I saw for lower than retail another character I was not going to get, but now I got it. That being Hubcap. Was not going to get Hubcap, but you know what? I'm down the rabbit hole now, man. I'm down the rabbit hole, so I got Hubcap. We'll take a look at Hubcap coming up this week as well. And then, last but not least in here, in this clear bag, this is on loan to me by friend of the channel, Cyril. We have wave 1 of all of these guys. The red Optimus Prime. And somebody mentioned earlier how hefty they are. Look, they're about the height of a deluxe. The mass, as I will discuss when I review the whole wave at once, the mass is significantly more. Significantly more. So there's Optimus. And of course, we have, I like the hand holding the Energon Cube. We have our boy Megatron. Right? We have our boy Megatron. Packing up to head back out. Be safe when you go out there, Razor Bear buddy. Listen, I'll be thinking about you extra this weekend because we're going to be on the road too, man. We're going to be on the road too. And of course, last but not least, we have Soundwave. All 3 of these guys are going to be reviewed in one review. And it's a difficult review to do, man. It's a difficult review to do. And when I say difficult, it's difficult because I have a lot of feelings and emotions about it. A lot of feeling. I will tell you now that my Zeta Unicron or 01 Studio Cell is in Nova Scotia, almost here. My Super Megatron is in Nova Scotia, almost here. And my Pit of Judgment is still in its originating country, which of course is the US. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to check in with you guys here now. Again, as we go up here a little bit. I have her posed on the pink hoverboard. Yeah, see, I don't want the pink hoverboard as the thing, man. RC is cool because you can remove the backpack. I don't know, man. I don't know. They're roughly Siege Soundwave scale for his chest height. Okay. Fair enough. Interesting. Cliff looks great. Yeah, he does. I'm way happier with him now. And I'll talk about, like I said, what I did. We'll see him more closely this week coming up. And we'll also look at the toy hacks. Any input about what paint I can use to customize the jetpack for the Centurion accessories? Still waiting on my Centurion drone and accessories. Don't have it yet. Honestly, I tend to use Craft Smart, like nothing expensive. What I do is I use Craft Smart and then I let that dry for a good 24 hours, maybe even a little bit longer. And then I will give it a spray over with some Testors Clear Spray Lacquer and let that dry again for about 24 hours or so. And honestly, I have found it to be rock solid. It works for me and it's cheap. Very G1 Cliff Jumper. And that's exactly what I wanted was G1 Cliff Jumper. Which Transformers couple do you and Starscream wife like both in common? I don't know. I would say Optimus and Lita 1. But you know what? I'm going to ask her about that. I'm going to ask her about that because I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, Hubcap's all right. He's so bright. He's like a canary yellow, man. Need to track down an Earthrise Bumblebee ASAP. The Bumblebee is coming out as Wave 2 of Netflix. Again, we haven't had Wave 1 here, so, I mean, it is what it is, man. But good luck to you. I hope you find it. For me, the Bumblebee that I'm going to stick with is the KBB Hornets Agent. It fits in so good, by the way, with Hubcap and Cliff Jumper, but we'll see that coming up this week. Love the RED figure boxes, the accessories visible on the side gets me. Yeah, you know what? And that's one thing I'll say is tremendous accessories, especially with Optimus Prime. I definitely rank them. I definitely know who I think is the strongest of the 3 and the weakest of the 3 and the middle of the 3. But we'll talk about that this week in the review. Wonder if you can swap the Red Prime blaster for the Earthrise Prime. Probably. You probably could. I don't know how well it would fit in the Earthrise Prime's hand because it's not really round. But you might be able to do it where the Earthrise Prime's hand does open. I haven't tried it, but you can probably do it. Let's see. I'm not impressed with the RED figures. They lack articulation. We'll talk about that Adamantium Matrix coming up, but I can't say that you're wrong, buddy. I can't say that you're wrong. The mass is impressive. The mass is extremely impressive. Hubcap seems to be an interesting character Too bad I haven't seen any in my Walmarts here in Virginia. Up here, the only spot I've seen hubcap so far is EB Games. I've heard the Toys R Us is getting it as well. I don't know if hubcap is going to be coming too because he's a selects offering, right? So I don't know if he's going to come to Walmart. He's not going to come to Walmart here. He might in the US. RAD looks cool. Yeah, I agree. It does look cool. I do, however, have the Kingdom Beast figures ordered on Amazon. I'm pulled back in. Razor Bear. Can't blame you, buddy. Can't blame you at all. Cheap paints need a little more cure time for sure. Yeah, they do. Ninja Bill is right. Ninja Bill is right. Look, you can get expensive like model kit paint stuff, and that's cool if that's what you want to do. Go for it, man. I find give me a good 24, 36 hours, and like I'm good. I'm good with like Cliff Jumper now. I can do what I like with him, and he's gonna be fine. Honestly, he's gonna be fine. I'm going to be trying a Gundam paint marker soon. Now, they are also noted to be excellent maximal 10. Let me know how that goes, buddy. Star said, Shimmer, do you think it would be good to paint a black Mamba set of Dinobots in the Takara colors? Because I did that. Go back and watch my entire Black Mamba Dinobot series of reviews. I painted all of them to look like Takara because 2 years ago I painted the original to look like Takara. I did it before Takara. Go back, check them all out. Every single one of them. See what you think of it. I have a complete Seeker set, which I've wanted for 15 years, but I want the Earthrise Skywarp and Thundercracker, but can't afford them, so I'm pretty bummed. Look, if you have the complete Siege Seeker set, at least you have a Thundercracker and a Skywarp. A lot of people don't, man. Ninja Bill says Gundam markers are exceptional, or almost any. Yeah, Tamiya paints. Again, though, they're like up here anyway. Like Tamiya paints are expensive, man. They're good. Have any? Ollie's doesn't have any Transformers as of now. I'm glad I got a Titans Return, Overlord. I'd like to have another rewind. I wish I had another rewind. That'd be cool. Unfortunately, I have to go see you all next stream. Honestly, you know what? He just said it there. I only have Skyward because I painted him. That's fair enough. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And even if you got one painted, it's better than not having one. All right, ladies, gents, we've been here an hour. I'm done. I need to rest. I have to work tomorrow. Then we got a big drive ahead of us. We'll talk more about that next week here on the show. I appreciate you guys coming by. I love you guys. I know that I take up some of your very important time, and I know how valuable that is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you through Teespring, or, of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. Hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, you do make a difference. Don't ever doubt it, man. You do make a difference. And I look forward, baby, to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams, at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way, baby, right here inside the videos.